morning. Good morrow, in fact.
Hello.
Hello. So we're getting ready for exploring the city before we come back and get ready for Ethel Cain. But I figured I would do the great pleasure of telling you about Beyonce Knowles' mom and the scandal going on right now in New Orleans with her, because I don't think she knows about it.
Okay.
And the Museum of Death, which somehow you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Great. So here we go. So Beyonce Knowles' mom opened her own jambalaya, like, gumbo place.
Does she know anything about jambalaya?
That's a great question. We don't know that. What we do know is she took over 22 hours to make gumbo, it does not take that long. She did it outside of gumbo jambalaya like season, and people were getting violently ill, like neurovirus ill.
Do you want me to tell you what I think it is?
I know what the speculation is. I want you to take a guess. Hello, this is editing Hillary again from the future. This is all alleged. The speculations, really, the health department did shut Tina Knowles down. That's not alleged. What is alleged are the reasons and the speculations and everything. Alleged, allegedly. It's also something that happened in Houston, but because gumbo, I'm not from New Orleans, nor am I the demographic who would know about gumbo inherently. But from my understanding, New Orleans got implicated because gumbo is like a New Orleans thing. If I'm wrong, shred me in the comments. I don't care. But I'd love to learn. That's why New Orleans came up in my mind. But it happened in Houston. Gumbo is a New Orleans, Louisiana thing. Maybe it's just a South thing. I don't know. Anyway, love corrections.
Oh, no.
Is it cumin?
Not inherently, but they think what she was doing is essentially spell work to, like, take what other people were basically, like, feeding off of them, making them sick and feeding off of them, like ritualistic weird shit.
I mean, it could be both.
It could be both. It could very well be both.
Because, I mean, as much as I love Beyonce, and I think that she's in the files because she was a victim, I think that family's got some stuff.
I would agree with that. Very much so. So there's a bunch of, like, controversies and things going on with her business that I think has now officially, like, permanently shut down.
I mean,
as it should have. Because
where
yikes.
was it? In the French Quarter?
I actually don't know where it was. It was in New Orleans, but I can't remember where it was. I thought it was the French Quarter, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. You know, when have I ever done that? I've never said the wrong thing before.
No.
And then the Museum of Death, if it's anything like the one in LA, and I'll say this as someone who worked in the death industry. I'm very, very particular about it. I'm very careful about it because of the framework that I have, and I understand that it's a privileged space to be in because I've seen things that not everyone can see, gets to see, and a place like the Museum of Death could possibly be the one place that you would have more of a, like, unveiled conversation or exposure to around death if you haven't been in that space. However, to me, it's very exploitative. It's essentially like you pay, if I remember, like, an astronomical amount of money to see pictures of corpses, to see things that are, like, part of people's, like Like, I think the one in LA has Kurt Cobain, something of Kurt Cobain's that had to do with his death. Like, things that you're like,
I hate that.
Why would you have that?
Yeah. And
like, Kurt Cobain's, like, picture when he completed suicide. Like, stuff like that where I'm like,
seen it.
I don't want that, though.
I've seen it. I didn't want to see it.
Yeah, same.
It was one of those things that, like, I was shown it without any kind of, like, hey, so I'm going to show you this really horrific thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I've seen it. It's horrific.
Yeah.
If I haven't made it clear, Kurt Cobain is the love of my life. So I really didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
I get the curiosity of wanting to go to somewhere like that. But making money off of that, I don't
Correct.
know.
And it's a lot of money. Like, because it's, you know, it's a paywall into an area that people don't get to see. And while I want to be sensitive to people's curiosity and, like, we're in a death denying culture that doesn't, like, talk about this stuff, it's also, I would never pay to go there, personally. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's not what I remember it being in LA. Maybe it's owned and operated by different people with a different intention, but I'm not really interested.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's why we're not going to that.
I don't know. I'm trying to be really careful here not to, like, offend anybody or do the things that, like, the locals find offensive. That's why I like asking people that, like, the server last night.
Yeah.
I like asking people who actually live here.
Yeah.
What the good things are to go to. Because I don't want to exploit anything. Because, like, it's like in Salem.
Mm-hmm.
There's always things in Salem that are cash grabs.
Yeah.
That are, like, exploiting the deaths of people.
Absolutely.
That people are just like, it's witchy. And it's like, no, people fucking died, Karen.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it was 100 years ago or 200 years ago. People fucking died.
Yeah.
And I think it's sensitive here, too, because there's so much trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much, like, inequality.
Mm-hmm.
That happens, and plus voodoo just scares the shit out of me.
Why does it scare you?
Because I don't understand it enough, and I'm willing to admit that, like, I don't understand it. But I understand that it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not made for me. It doesn't scare me as in, like, I'm gonna touch something and all of a sudden I'm gonna be cursed. Like, I'm not that much of an idiot.
Sure.
But I just never want to step into a physical space or just, like, spaces just in general that aren't for me.
I agree. Yeah.
That are set aside for people who grew up with voodoo or are in it, or, like, that's a closed practice. It's a very closed practice, and it needs to stay that way.
Yeah.
And as open-minded as we are, people don't know that. They just see that we're two white women.
Yeah.
And I don't want to accidentally stumble into something and ask the wrong questions or say things that are, like, offensive or end up going to places that are, like, cash grabs from people that aren't from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because we think that it's legit, and then, like, we paid the money and then it feels icky because it's like, then we have a local tell us that it's not, like, the real thing. Because in every city like this, there's always, like, people that are like, oh, I can just set up shop and make some quick money, and then, you know.
I will say, so last night we were going to record and then things happened. So the vampire...
We'll have to do a debrief.
The vampire lounge upstairs was closed for a private party, so we weren't able to see that, or the seance room, which is kind of a bummer because that would have been neat to see. I'm sure they would have done a great job. And then it started, like, monsooning outside,
like flooding in the streets.
Yeah. And while that's not uncommon here, it also was something that we were aware might happen, but we weren't prepared for it. So we were trying to duck for shelter. Around the corner was the Marie Laveau, and I was like, we're not going to be in this area. Let's check it out. That was definitely not someplace that I would spend money personally.
No, because I felt like it wasn't for me. Because I don't practice. The only way that I would ever have something that was related to voodoo in my practice was if somebody that I knew was, like, legit, like a voodoo practitioner or a voodoo practitioner that I spoke to, and they were like, here, there's this specific thing that I think would be good for you to,
or I'll make you something.
Or I'll make you something. like this specific thing only. Like, don't think that this is a gateway
Right.
into the practice. Other than that, I'm not just gonna go to a store and buy a bunch of like stuff with like different like candles and
I mean, a lot of those were like chime candles, but there were like saint candles and stuff. So
and then like all the Frida stuff. I could do. I should do an episode on Frida.
You should.
But Frida Kahlo or
Kahlo.
People, I've heard it said.
Yeah, always. Sure.
She's one of my favorite artists of all time. She's one of my favorite. Like, would you call her a historical person?
Yeah,
She's
I
no
would.
longer with us. But she was very against capitalism and was not in art to make a ton of money, even though she could have. She had many opportunities to make a lot of money, and she just didn't want any part of it. But she also came from a privileged family and didn't really have to make money. But she also said that when she was on her deathbed, she was very sick all throughout her life, that she never wanted her face printed on things. And she didn't want her art to make money. She just wanted it, like, people to be able to like experience it. So I never buy anything with Frida's face on it. I received gifts because people know that she's my favorite. So I have those things in my house.
Right.
But I personally won't buy anything with Frida for that reason, and for the reason that there is a company who owns her likeness.
Ew.
It's the same with the Happy Little Trees guy.
Oh, Bob Ross?
Bob Ross. This you have to do a deep dive into Bob Ross. It's fucked.
Really?
Yeah, they fucked over his family so bad. Never buy anything with Bob Ross's name on it.
Okay.
Because the family does not get a dime of it.
That's really sad.
Yeah, they took advantage of them. But the same thing happened with Frida's family. There's a family, like, it was like a family friend or something that was like, oh, sign over some stuff to us and we'll like manage the estate and all of that. And they signed it over and they managed it,
and it's theirs.
Doesn't get anything, hardly.
Yikes. Well, we just got done going to the
Bonjour.
Hello. What is it? Island Botanical.
Yeah.
And we're about to take another lift to go to the French Market and then see the La Laurie Mansion and explore a little bit. Nope. Sorry, it looks like someone was trying to pick us up, and that's not our car.
Absolutely not.
Not our car. So that was a really cool metaphysical store.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of there was a lot of different statues. There was Santa Muerte, there was Marie Laveau in like the lobby area, and they were stunning.
Yeah, I really
they had
liked
altars.
that their statues for like biblical like figures were dark skin.
Yeah. In the shop itself, yeah.
In different shades of dark skin. They did have white ones too that were like, I don't want to say the classic, but like the ones that
you would typically see. Yeah.
But they did have a pretty large section of like different shades of skin tone for Mary, which I thought was really cool.
And our ride is here.
His name in the heavy mud, deep in the mud. I dropped his name in the heavy mud, way down deep. Now the river's tasting thick like blood.
Thank you. Oh, the puppy.
Hurricanes are good. I love a rum drink.
This could get dangerous.
Yeah, that's why we're only going to do one for right now.
Yes.
Just kidding. I really can't get drunk in the middle of New Orleans. That's asking for it.
Right.
So we are at the French Market. There's live music, which is what we both wanted, but not in the overstimulating way that happened last night. More to debrief on that.
Or at the airport.
Jesus. Oh, the airport was
Both
wild.
airports.
It was wild. The Atlanta was way worse.
It was, well, I think Atlanta was worse because it was so
Closer.
narrow, and like you said,
Closer.
it's a hub, and so like there's so many people everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Plus there's a very loud saxophone with microphones.
Yeah, the meme of like the saxophones getting louder is 100% what happened. What you looking at?
Saw a pigeon.
Oh. So we're gonna hit up some more things on our list. This is kind of the big walking area to like pop in and out of stores. There's an oddity shop that we're gonna see. I think Fluvog is on the list for today. I don't remember though. I have to like look at the walking list. But we're gonna just walk around, take a look. We've been told to go to Loretta's for beignets.
Yes.
Over Cafe Du Mont. So we're gonna try that if they're open today. If not, maybe tomorrow. There's a big market in front of us, the actual French market. I don't know if we're gonna hit that up because it looks like kind of more of a swap meet vibe, the French market, rather than like produce.
He said that it used to be produce.
Yeah, our
and
Uber
now
driver.
It's turned into like an artisan kind of like vendor,
which is fine,
kinda
but
deal.
like I don't need that. You know what I mean? This drink is fucking strong.
Yeah.
Holy God. All right, catch you in a minute. So in a turn of events that no one expected, I lost my phone in the back of a lift. So we're at the French Market, and we're now about to go to buy me a new phone, because that's apparently what we're going to do in New Orleans. That's my souvenir. She can smell coffee. She's a coffee bloodhound. Oh. Somewhere, probably farther down. Okay, don't lose your fucking phone.
If somebody would have been like, hey, when you go to New Orleans, who do you think's gonna lose
The phone. Wouldn't have been me.
Who do you think's gonna order a Uber 3 times?
Twice. Well, no, once. Hold on. Once. So last night I ordered a Lyft. It went to our pickup destination. I like looked, it said like where we were and then where, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And then the second one, I got one. I'm like, okay, great. I put in the wrong address. So then we got there and I'm like, I'm sorry, can I pay you cash for getting me to where I need to go? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So it was really only one mistake that like led to 3 different rides technically. It's fine. But I think we're here, so come with us to get me a new iPhone.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Well, I have a new phone. We're going to go get lunch, and we're going to enjoy it, and I'm going to release control, because I'm choosing to believe that this is a positive experience.
You're kidding, right?
$1,500 after the fact. God bless credit cards. This is the Ethel Cain fit. Natalie is finishing up her hair. I wanted to document this before. I'm not going to bring this, obviously, and I didn't want to not. When I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, at least I'll get my fit. Ta-da! It's a veil. Oop. It's giving bovine hide. It's giving freezer bride. Yes? Yes. And once Natalie's done, we'll document hers and get ready for the shoe. The shoe. A little. Natalie, how are you feeling?
Good now that I actually found something to wear.
Fair. Yeah, fit check for Nat. Looking lovely. looking very like goddess on the prairie. You know what I mean? Although the Dale Earnhardt eyeshadow. Well, I guess that could be prairie. Yeah, I get it.
It's white trash chic.
You heard it here, folks. White trash chic. And freezer bread. We're loving it. Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yikes. See you later.
This one's another group effort. So, if you know the words of this one, again, please feel free to sing along because you guys are going to be my choir for tonight. This one's going to sing with strings.
See my lady across the street right now. She got the tan skirt, she dressed in all black, just like the fairy tale Mary Mac. How you doing? I hope you feel the flower. She got the baby doll shoe, she got the sandals. How y'all do? She got the purple hair. If you feel me, come and take me right here.